one of the hardest times in my life. When, you know, the lights had definitely all been dimmed. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody had any darkness in your life? God chose to talk to my DSs and say, call up Steve and tell him we're sending him somewhere that's dangerous. Only time I ever went to a place where both the DS where I was and the DS where I was going warned me I was going into the fire. And I kind of went, really? Now? God said, just trust me. He sent me to Versailles, a church that had issues at the time. They were fighting over about what to do with the building. And they had 3 votes on it. Count on 1, 2, 3. Doesn't that tell you something? How many votes did you have to make a decision? There you go. But God was good. And in the midst of all of that, even though it was a dark time for me, it was the right time for God's kingdom. And what I would also want to say is that that darkness was not only overcome by that move and by the gift of Carolyn, which is where we met, but it was also overcome by love. Because that darkness is gone! And we all need to remember that God is bigger than the darkness. And that if we'll hold on and not give up, the joy is coming. The healing that we need is coming. The hope that we need is coming. The Spirit of the Lord is coming. Do you want to be loved? It's not safe. You can't love at a safe distance. Love, real love, is all about letting yourself be vulnerable. Letting yourself be honest and put your real self out there. But brothers and sisters, don't you know that if you create an illusion that somebody falls in love with, that it's still not you they love? Do you get that? That while it is scary, you know, I mean, yes, maybe that's less scary if they reject the illusion than they didn't really reject you. But you didn't gain anything either. It's kind of like thinking that you're on, you know, you're in the batter's circle on deck, and that's the same thing as being at the plate. I don't care how many swings you do on deck, you're not getting hit. You're not getting to run bases. You're not scoring at any points on deck. Do you want to be loved? Let me say that again. Do you want to be loved? Yes. Then let us have courage. Let us have the courage to say, all right, Lord, I'm going to do what love demands. No matter how hard. No matter how much it might hurt. No matter what the cost. This is why I'm here. Do what love calls me to do. Do you want to be loved?
Yes.
Here's the good news. God already does love you. Jesus already loved you enough to die on a cross for you. And even poor preachers might love you too. Preacher was saying something about that to a little boy in his congregation, and he says, "Yeah, I think you're a poor preacher because my dad says that about you every Sunday." Do you want to be loved? Isn't it sad that sometimes the very thing that we most need can be right there, and we can be too scared to pick it up? Right there. Here is the enemy of love, brothers and sisters. And you know, I mean, I think I can hear in front of God and everybody say, you know, that I've never done anything intentionally to hurt a single person in this room. I'm not saying I didn't, you know, make mistakes or cause any suffering or pain. I know that's real easy, isn't it? But it was never meant to be that. And if there's anything that I want you to take away from this morning, it is to know that God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and see where